Okay, welcome back. It's another day. We have flashed forward several days from the last video, which I think was making Amaranth 7. I'm going to get off the Amaranth kick here for a little bit because I want to talk to you guys about how you can be active at DAZ and some of the really positive things of DAZ3D.com. It's real easy to harp on them for their somewhat predatory practices with regards to just getting you into this addiction where you're just in the endless cycle of collecting and buying content and not ever using it. And that's what Embargo 2323 is all about for myself, is getting out of that habit of just buying all the time and get into actually making stuff with it. But that said, I want to call out a real feather in their cap as they have absorbed smaller, websites and marketplaces. They did this with I think, an intention to have freebie material to continue to like bring in new users and also for old users as well. So there's a ton of free stuff that you don't even have to be part of the PC club, although I recommend it. There's a ton of free stuff that you can just get on any given week at dash3d.com, and I'm just going to show you what they gave away this week. So including, so you could look at this and go, oh, it's just your old stuff for, figures nobody's going to use anymore. And they do give a lot of that. Like this Terratropolis set looks cool, and I thought about using it in this week's little self challenge, which is going to be just to use all the freebies. But I didn't want to install Bryce just for that. So I looked at the install, and there was no OBJs I could use without firing up Bryce and producing an OBJ. Not going to use these because I just don't want to work with older figures right now, though I totally could. I always thought this was a really, really cool product right here. And, Michael 3 and V3, still characters that I pull up from here and there for filler. The Freak 4 weapons, all that very cool. There's you a dynamic poser product right there. And various things here, these lights, I used those many a time before iRay came along. Never really used this product. Definitely love this product. I'm going to incorporate these. This is a Night Shift 3D freebie now, but I think I may have actually got this in the bundle back in the day because I see that I have that bundle. If you're into sci-fi weapons, they have a bunch of them, but I digress. Some old stuff there for like Genesis 2, I think maybe, but quality, Iron Man 13. Check this out: one, two, three, four products for Genesis 9. How awesome is that? Modern era stuff to kind of get you a little taste of what's going on. So obviously Genesis 9 comes with that studio, so if you are lucky enough to have that installed, you are off to the races. So let's start. I'm going to do one more thing on my little, just because it's a little bit of housekeeping right here before I get into it. I've got about an hour to kill that I can kill with you guys today on this. Well, myself, ostensibly you guys if you're watching. Not that I'm doing this because anybody might be watching. It's just fun. Like to kind of keep track of my progress and eventually look back at this and go, man, you waste a lot of time making videos. But I digress. So I shot a little thing this week for a local kind of town improvement committee that I'm going to be helping with a Halloween screening for. And just now notice this weirdness with the buttons on this jacket. Not quite sure. May end up having to change the jacket. Not quite sure what's. I think I can just turn those off for now. Very, very strange. I definitely deforced this button, so I wonder if can I delete that? Yes, I can. So for now, problem solved. Need to resave that character if I do. Okay, let's get back to this guy. Doing variations on this is a live action character that I'm making a live action film with. I'll show you some of that a bit later, maybe before the end of this, but just going to resave this character. I'm trying different different hair and beard products to make it look more like the actual actor. That's a face gen character built on the actor, by the way. And I came very, very close to purchasing a hair set for Genesis 9 for this, but I noticed that I had plenty of stuff from that particular artist, and I went back and downloaded some of his hair, which was very, very similar for Genesis 8, and was able to use that. And it made me so happy not to break the embargo and to just hang on to that money. You know, that would have been 15 bucks that went out of my pocket to straight over to Daz. I've given Daz plenty of money for this year, and I'll be right back doing it again next year. So this was a victory for me, if only a small victory and an emotional, what do you call that, moral victory, so to speak. But gosh, Daz gives a lot away gives away a lot of great freebies. So you can see now, got a nice little rendered thumb. But let's get into this week's challenge. So I'm gonna pop over and I have some things in mind to use these freebies, and I've installed all those freebies that I'm going to use. So I guess next up is I need to create a real quick. Well, actually, no, I don't have to create the character at all. The character's already there. And the Ken, the EG Ken. There we go. There she is. Boom. Stop. Let's just start right up like this. Bring Ken in. K-I-N. Ken. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Tired of looking at me. Okay, it's taking a hot minute, but we got her. All right. More kind of cartoony than I'm a huge fan of. But let's see what kinds of makeup options that, we have built in. And I may adjust that shape to be more kind of to my liking later. Makeup, we'll just go makeups. Let's give her typical makeup. I don't know if these are the kind, I don't really love the kind that you can't really see in the preview. I know there's various filaments. Sometimes you can see some of them. Yeah, there we go. We can see it in filament. Okay, so that's cool. I think I like this better. Lips, yeah. Okay. No issues there. I like, all the eyes are interesting looking. Now it's interesting. They don't render up in their in this mode. I wonder if they do in this. Don't seem to be changing. Interesting. So eye mats do not seem to be changing. That is very interesting. I got Genesis 9 eyes selected right now. They are not. They are not changing. So not sure what the glitch is there. But you get all this functionality in one base figure, and you're bound to run into some problems sooner or later. So I try not to get too bent out of shape about it. Let's see if she's... Oh, no, they're rendering. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Wow, that looks good. That is a good-looking texture map right there. I'm kind of impressed, to be honest with you. Okay, so we're going to pop over and get this hair. The free Ken hair, and man, it's my favorite kind of hair. It's free. It is free. Kind of a cute hairstyle, too. Bam. Bam. Man, it just lays in there perfect. I don't believe it is a deforceable hair. Just going to check and make sure that it's not. It is not. So that's fine. Should come with a lot of shaping presets. I don't feel the need to do anything special just yet. So we're going to go back to filament. Okay, move out here. Now, it comes with poses, which is awesome. I'm going to type in the word K-I-N. K-I-N. Going to grab her. Filter by context. Now, why am I not seeing the K-I-N poses? Could it be a error with regards to metadata? K-I-N poses Or um, hmm. I have. All right, let's undo that and just see what we got. That is not showing up, but it definitely is installed. So let's figure this out. Show package files. So people, Genesis 9. Do. Sorry for the nudity. Poses, Daz original poses. No, not showing up right there. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I guess I can manually. Wait a minute. That definitely is where that goes. And you can't directly, unfortunately, you can't directly install into this manually, I don't think. Let me open, get into here. Yep, see, I can't right click and go to that folder, so there's a problem. Oh, I know what it is. It's probably because I used DIM. So if we got Genesis 9, how about available? Let's see what it shows. KIN poses, and here all this stuff is where it should be that I just installed. So I'm not quite sure. Let's just go with KIN. A lot of time it'll see partial words that have KIN in it, and that's not ideal for my searches, but yeah, for whatever reason. Okay, well, I'm going to do a manual install real quick of those poses. First, let's get some clothing on her. I'll come back to the poses. Oh, there they are. God, why did I not see that? Okay, so we got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. All right. This is interesting. That almost took care of the nudity problem right there. Now, let's go to a cute outfit of some variety, since this is a little anime style character. And we will go to filter by context of the figure. Yes, please. Wardrobe. Install. Oh, I forgot. This outfit was also included. Amazeballs! I am really just trying to use everything that comes on this character. That's bound to be a D-Force top, which is going to look awesome. No, not D-Force. Interesting. Okay, so we can make a D-Force. Not going to get into that right now. Control D to get her back on the bottom. Now, I installed something called Metropolis Movie Maker maps. Here we go, by Dreamlight. These are pretty awesome for, I mean, I don't really know if the product even works the way it's intended with this latest version, but the renders still look amazing. So we're gonna just real quick switch over to iRay render just to make sure that I don't like how the aspect ratio comes with those, but I guess it makes sense. Because it's trying to place the just a little bit. So now if I create, wait a minute, let's see here. Yeah, if I create a camera, that's there. Let's just go create new camera, render cam. Obviously, there's all kinds of cameras with this product. I'd say I really do enjoy sometimes just working with. All right, wait a minute. Now that's not acting the way I thought that it would. How is the world static if? Okay. Oh yeah, that screws up your perspective a little bit, doesn't it? And this poses need some adjusting. Okay, we kind of got to treat it like an HDRI, which it is. And then maybe we'll be able to do... Nope, nope, doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? Just trying to look to see here if I can use one of the pre-built cameras. But anyway, we're going to make this work. Go, go, go. Okay. So let's get this stuff turned off. Can zoom in here, fix the little hand placement. You know, all poses are a suggestion anyway, and a place to start. You should always tweak them. They're always going to need that, typically speaking. It's only when you do the fine tweaks that you get the super realistic looking treatment. Go halfway and then just sort of bend that back. That's how fingers bend, you know. Fingers are awesome things. Now, one thing I will say, no matter what the background noise on this video, I'm not going to do that audio enhancement because it's not quite there yet, the AI speech enhancement, because I thought it sounded kind of clippy, and as I watched these videos back, it kind of bothered me. So, not going to do that. But it just makes it easier to edit for now. Okay. Should have time to make a cool image out of these freebies. Post that in my Embargo 2023 thread. Well, it's just the Graber render a day thread. I just don't see a point in making all these different threads. That thread's had over 8,000 views, and that makes me feel good. So put them all in one, you know. I always think like art at the level that we're doing it. And when I say we, I just mean the hobbyists in general. Now, there's a few outstanding professional level artists using this, but I'm not talking about those folks. The casual renderers, if I'm being just truthfully honest, I mean, no, just because I had to be held up to a higher standard for my professional work, you know, with the banks and stuff. The average renders in these little render groups is crap. It's really crap. It's just for fun, and it looks like it. And as such, I've went from being inspired by seeing how people just would do anything and just get it out there to being really bummed out that that is kind of the state of the art, you know. And I have started to unfollow these groups on Facebook. I don't look at Facebook nearly as much as I did, and I've started to just kind of unfollow these groups. It feels like that's a little bit too far. Let's do some changes there. Anyway, I've just kind of found the need to kind of look for my inspiration elsewhere because it's gotten very stale in the render forms. Whatever the particular, you know, some of it, it's like the overtly sexualized figures. I've never cared for that as far as I like the action, the vampire, the horror type themes, and even that, it's just so poorly done by the vast majority. There's a few outstanding folks that are just great, and you're like, wow, that's what I want to go for. And I was originally following stuff like this just for those, and I just discovered that most people don't. It's just a blow off some steam hobby. It's not a serious undertaking to get better, and as such, I just kind of just become bored with it. So I've stopped looking at a lot of those. And also, not for nothing, but there's a lot of spam and scammers that go to those. And they fringe you because they see you're in the same render group, and you come to find out it's not the actual person. Their account's been hacked, and their little telltale signs. Having worked in the banking industry for so long, you know, as a visual designer, I was exposed to a lot of anti-phishing training and stuff. So it's a real pretty easy thing for me to see the hallmarks of a scam, and I see a lot of it on a lot of these boards. And because people, you know, are promoted to moderate them for, you know, for nothing, most people don't take that too seriously either. Anywho, back in action. Boy, that elbow looks awful now. Good job, Brent. Good job. let's do something different with the arm. Okay, so let's go back to installed products. Recently installed. Recent first. What was that gun? That sorry, just looking back at the sci-fi projectile. Sci-fi. Projectile. Interesting. There they are. Now I bet these will not be. Oh, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I was about to talk some smack. Okay. Weapons, guns. Left hand. What looks good? A little small one would be cool. Left hand. This kind of looks like an Uzi. Now, of course, it's going to be in the wrong position. I'm still hoping to left hand, please. Left hand. Left hand, yeah. We got to be getting into 30 minutes. I'm actually blowing off some editing that I'm supposed to be doing right now just to do this, so God bless you. God bless you, Johnny Brento. You're still an artist and a tinkerer at heart. Hang on to it. Don't let nobody take it away. Because they will, if they can. Okay. Left forearm. So in my mind's eye, I kind of know what I'm doing. I'm just going to get her hair, get her positioned to a closer to the final kind of position. And she's not going to be holding the gun in a grip. She's going to be just kind of like cradling it, is the idea. She's tired of holding it in a military grip. She's just having a chill in the middle of the apocalyptic deserted street, which is not what it looks like at all. I don't know. But something a little different than your normal. Oh, look, I'm ready to go to battle. There we go. Now, maybe we could just kind of get her to sort of cradle that. Front to back. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's getting interesting. Looking different, huh? Well, she doesn't jam it into her knee. And, okay. And we're kind of getting somewhere interesting now. More like she's caressing it. And why, pray tell, would she need to be holding a sci-fi projectile weapon in the middle of the day? I don't know. Got to give her a reason. Give me one reason to stay here. I'll turn right back around. What? Oh, give me one reason to stay here. Turn right back around. You can see me turning. 'Cause I don't want to leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Okay, so now I know we want expressions. Oop. Let's do something quirky and cute. All right, render cam. I need the left eye to be looking somewhere else. Side to side. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Been a long time since I rock and roll. Now, what could she be scared of? Let's see. Oh, maybe the Void Lurker. I really like... This is one of the things that after I had done my I declared when the start time for my embargo was, and I said, "Hey, after this date, I'm not gonna buy anything. The embargo is on." And I made an exception to go get this Void Lurker because I thought it was such a cool figure, and I just really wanted to play with it, if I'm being honest. So it's going to be part of today's little render. We are 25 minutes in. I need to wrap this up, y'all, because as such, that's like 2 videos. I try not to have these, be more than 15 or so each. Oh, we like this. So we're going to do this. You think it would be cooler if I had him like almost on her like this? I mean, that's kind of interesting. We just don't see his awesome, you know, face. And of course, I got to be able to see that hand I spent all that time focusing on. Okay, we turn this on for a second. Let's see what we got here. And I see that. Okay, a couple things I don't like right off the bat. And to fix those, I don't want her obviously to be turned toward the corner like that. So I'm going to connect him to her. Then I'm going to just rotate the whole deal that way till it feels right. And then I'm going to come back here. And I can grab him individually, rotate him a little bit. I guess I can move him back a bit. Little things. Got to twist that guy just a little bit, get him out of the shirt. There we go. Okay. Kind of in that fine adjustment stage right now. Left eye needs to be looking back this way. So I'm just going to make that, change that. That should do it right there. Let's go here and make sure we're getting the effect we want. Okay. Now head, side to side might be funny. Oh, let's go back and change this expression. Expression. We're almost there, guys, which is good because I got other work I got to get on. Y'all. So how about on that? No, 0. This is a good product right here. I like how it gives you the upper and lower, and it's like Um, hmm. There we go. Much more subtle. Now, I wonder if I can make this. You know what? We'll go ahead and go with it that size. That'll work just fine. I think we're done. Um, one thing I do want to try is a play with some fog a little bit. I think that might be kind of cool. Fog. Um, and these quick eye ray fog presets are the business. So let me get that selection off her so we can see what's up. Of course, it really does make it a longer render if you add the fog, but man, sometimes it can just kick up the level of a render just so much. Really, it's only kind of a, oh, this is a HDRI, that's why. I gotcha. So we won't really be able to use this. Well, we could if we want to do something like that. Okay, let's undo that. Fog is not the answer on this one. The only thing about this is you cannot turn the fog off. I don't like that. I don't like that. You got to manually go in here to this setting. Ground, draw ground, map fog. Wait a minute, tone, map fog, boom. Turn it off. No. Oh shoot, snap. Turn that off. Oh, I hate that I use this. You know, let me go back. A cool thing I can do, that's why I saved it right before this. Nope. I want to mess with it because I'm not exactly sure how that green was applied. It'd be best not to have to deal with that. We are running into like 32, 33 minutes right now, so it's a good time to go ahead and cap this. But this has been a fun one. All freebies except for those HDRIs, well, and the Void Lurker, but like the main subject, everything she's got on is free. The gun's free. This has been pretty cool. I'm gonna go and touch up this fingernail just a little bit to make sure it's not intersecting. I don't think that it is. Here we go. Here we go. This will be your final preview. Okay, yeah, I mean, I think that works. I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm going to go in there and take, like I said, a closer look at the fingers, but I don't see any problem. Oh, I'm glad I checked. So that right there is actually intersecting the mesh. There we go. And this one here might be. Nope, not. No. So I think when your finger doesn't grab anything, I think the tendency is to kind of over bend a little bit. So let's do that. And make it look like she's going through that motion with her muscles to contract her hand. Yeah. Cool. Render cam. Okay, so we are now ready to run this render. And starting in the next video, you'll see the finished results. And we'll just carry on. I don't know if I'll call this a new series or what. I might just call it rendering freebies or something of that nature. But yeah, this has been a fun one. So I'll be back carrying on with Embargo 2023. Hopefully this sounded better. I got the mic closer to me. That's why the angle has changed on. Now I'm looking up ostensibly to see what I'm working on. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. I'll be back at some point, I guess.